friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is part of the group collaboration that I'm so excited about. Donna from Creative by Nature and Sandra from the Showman's Nest decided to get us together, amazing creators and friends, and we're gonna bring you modern farmhouse or boho DIYs. So I hope you guys will enjoy it, and make sure to check out the playlist in the description box for all the inspiration. For my first project, I took these shutters that I got last fall from yard sale, and they were only $1 for both of them. So first thing I'm going to do is measure out the shutters and find the middle. So I am going to mark it, and I'm going to use my miter saw and cut both of them in half. So now I have 4 pieces to work with. I am going to sand the edges just a little bit. I don't want it to be perfect, and I'm sanding it on all 4 of them. Next thing, after I sanded all of that, I am going to take off the hinges that were already on the shutters. These hinges I'm going to save for my next some future projects. I always need those kind of things. So first I started by using a Gorilla wood glue, and I started putting the pieces together. I started putting them in an L shape, as you can see over here. I had the hardest time putting these together. I don't have probably the proper tool to hold them together, so that was one of the problems, but I was persistent and I wanted to do it. So I tried many different things. I tried to do 3 sides at once, then I try to do 2 sides at a time, and I ended up doing it that way, 2 sides at a time. And I wanted to reinforce it with nails, and that's what I did at first, but honestly that did not hold for some reason. I don't know what these shutters are made out of, but it didn't work. So I didn't film all this, but I'm going to explain you. This is what I came up with. So this is going to be a lantern, and as you can see, I had to use screws. I had to pre-drill the hole and use the screws, and this is how it turned out. It worked out at the end, but it was such a pain. So if you're making something like this, please use screws right away and have someone to help you. Okay, so now I am measuring the top because I wanted to add just a little bit of reinforcement and just something to look a little bit nicer on top. So I'm using these painter sticks from Lowe's, and I'm gonna cut them in 45 degrees angle using my miter saw. And when all 4 were cut out, I am going to glue them together with my Gorilla wood glue. I glued them together and I left them for a couple of hours, or actually I think it was only an hour, to set. Next would be to attach them to the top of my lantern. I am using again the same Gorilla glue, and after I put it the way I wanted, I am going to make sure to put something heavy, so I put the paint cans on top, and I left all this overnight. I wanted to make sure it dries completely. After it was dried, I sanded a little bit, just where the glue came out, and for the edges to be smoother. And then I'm just cleaning it all over with the wet rag. After all was clean, I am now using my Rust-Oleum chalk paint in a linen white color to cover the top with a white. I left that to dry, and after it was all completely dried, now it was time to add the handles. Handles, I'm using this nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, And I'm cutting a little piece. I am creating a loop, and then I am taking this white twine from the Dollar Tree also, and I'm wrapping at the end of this loop, like you see me doing it over here. I'm wrapping it several times, probably around 1.5 to 2 inches, and cutting it off. And after that, I'm doing the same thing with another handle. And when all that was done, it is time to attach the handles. I decided to use my hot glue only because that's going to be for decorative purposes, and I'm attaching it on the top of the wooden part that I created on one side and on the opposite side as well. And since this next part was just afterthought, I decided to add that white twine on top and just loop it through. It will be easier if I did it before I glue it, but it's okay. And after that was done, that is how my project was completed. I absolutely love it how it turned out. I had such a hard time making it, but it was so worth it. It is going to be probably on my front porch or on my back patio because it is made out of shutters, so definitely it is outdoorsy. If I want to add a candle, it will be LED candle. And can you imagine how beautiful the light will shine through when I open the shutters on this lantern? If you're new to my channel, if you're coming from other channels, welcome. My name is Jelena. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 kids, and on my channel you can mostly find DIYs. I recently changed what I'm doing on my channel, and DIYs are my main priority. So I hope you will enjoy what you see and decide to stick around and subscribe to my channel. Also find me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. I would love to be friends with you. For my second project, I took these placemats that I got before this quarantine time at the Dollar General. They were 2 for $4, but I got them 50% off. So each of these placemats were $1 for me. And that's a new item, so I'm pretty sure you can still find it. And you can see that the back of this placemat is cotton and is very, very good quality. So first I'm taking the seam cutter and I'm just cutting out a little piece of the seam so I can put the pillow filling in, and I'm using my old pillow that I am not using anymore and filling this new pillowcase in. After I was completely done and happy with the way this pillow is, I am using my hot glue gun and attaching, or actually closing, this hole that I opened. I actually would like to buy the glue sticks that are actually for fabric. I saw that one of my friends on YouTube are doing it, so using it, I would love to have that. I think it will help a lot. Now I am using this yarn that I had on my stash, and I'm making a tassel. I actually showed many times on my channel, and you can see it on other channels as well, how to make it, so I'm not going to go in depth this time. So after creating the mini tassel, I actually wanted to take each strand of this yarn and open it up, because each strand had 4 little ones in it. And that way this tassel will be fluffier and just look nicer. After I am done with all 4 of these tassel, I'm actually attaching them to each corner of my pillow, just using a black thread and needle. And that is it for this project. This pillowcase is actually not only farmhouse looking, modern farmhouse looking, it actually has that boho vibe as well, and I absolutely love it. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. As always, if you did, please give this video a huge thumbs up and tell me in the comments which one was your favorite. And I want to thank all the girls for doing this collab with me, and don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and hope you have a great rest of the day. See you in my next video. Bye guys.